I'm Ginny with Ginny Panure and Contact Mapping, and I am here at Longmont Public Media. I hope you can hear us because we're on this great balcony of Longmont Public Media. And I'm here with Pete
Hawkins.
Pete Hawkins.
Yeah.
And I just met him, so you'll have to forgive me for if I mess up. I'm going to let him tell you about his great company.
Right. We started a company, my wife and I. It's called Sunflower Shade, and we make an umbrella that you put in your potted plants or in your garden. And it when it reaches 85 degrees, a lot of plants wilt. And our umbrella goes from the down position to the up position all by itself. And you'll see the video here. Of it, and it also waters your plants. So on the bottom of the center part of the umbrella, there's a terracotta tip. Put that in the ground, and it forces your plant's roots to go down deep in the pot, so it reduces the amount of water that they need. It's a cool little product.
I love it. I got to see a video of it, which, as Pete said, you're going to get to see that. And I just love how it sits in the pot. He showed me the video. And then as the sun warms up like a thermometer, is it?
There's a little cylinder on the side, and it's got, and when it gets warm, it pushes a little pin out in and opens up the umbrella. But it only works about 15,000 times on a pin. So
is that
it's
all?
only 6 or 7 years. So you got that. And it's made out of a durable outdoor fabric, and I think they're beautiful. I mean, they enhance your garden, and they keep the temperatures down on your flowers so they don't wilt. When a plant wilts,
oh, it's awful, especially in Colorado, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, your heart breaks because you put so much effort into your garden.
Yeah, and a lot of people spend $100 on a pot of flowers, like 17 or 18-inch pot of flowers. And what happens is when they wilt is they quit producing chlorophyll, and they're really susceptible to bug infestations. And so when it's 100 degrees out and the umbrella goes up, it'll lower the temperature on that plant up to 22 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then when it cools off, the umbrella goes down, and because plants do love the sun. But even if you go to a nursery nowadays, all the nurseries have shade cloth over top of their plants.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
They do.
So you usually walk into the shade, and if you go to a nursery, they will complain that they can only get a percentage of the flowers in the shade. So this kind of works like that. And then when you're gone during the day, it continues to water that little terracotta tip, slowly as the plants require it. The little roots go down, and they kind of just draw water off that tip.
So Pete, how the heck did you come up with this terrific idea?
Well, my wife was the one that we were from Colorado, and we moved to Texas. And when we were in Texas, it is brutally hot down there. And she would move our regular big old umbrella that we had on the back porch, she would put it over top of plants. And we realized that it saved the plants. And so it was her idea completely that I need to get a little umbrella and just stick it in there. I said, well, what if we made it so it watered? And so we tried that and it worked out. And then we found out also that we had
waters. Is that the center part
the
that
center
you were
tube?
discussing?
So you pull up the cap on the top and you fill it full of water.
Okay.
And that center shaft on that umbrella is extendable, so you can adjust it as your plants grow. It'll make it. Yeah.
What a cool idea! I love that.
It also comes with a hold down bar, so you can clamp it onto your plants to the pot, so it doesn't blow out of it.
Because we get some bad winds here.
Right. Yep. And you'll see in the video, it also has a fly on the top that opens up and lets the air release through the top of it. So, yeah.
Oh, a little fly. I don't think I saw that.
On the top of the umbrella, on the video, they'll see it. It's a little vent So if
Okay.
it's really windy, it lets the, yeah. And we have some cute little finials on top. I happen to have two in my pocket.
Oh, I love it. I was hoping that
Yeah,
you
they're
did.
extremely beautiful. There's one that just came out of the kiln. We
Here,
do
let's
these.
put this up
Okay,
here and
perfect.
people get to see that little bird.
Right.
Do you get to name these?
You do.
Yes.
Most of them. Some of them are pre-named, but we don't usually get legal about them if they're
Oh,
pre-named.
okay. Okay, that's up to you. Yes.
And then this is another one that's a new one to us.
I love that one.
Yeah. So
Especially with all the geese and goose
yeah.
and ducks that we have here
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Colorado.
And we have one that we love, and it's a sunflower, and it has a little bee next to it that as the umbrella goes up, the bee rises. So it's pretty spectacular.
I love that. I'm kind of partial to yellow and bees and that sort of thing.
Well,
Yeah.
I think you'd like this one.
Yeah. And the name of our company when we had our business was Speedy Bee Printing. So I collected all these things with bees.
I'll get an order in for 10 or 20 of these umbrellas.
There you go.
Where would you like it billed? No.
Well, I do have a lot of plants in the backyard.
Do you?
Some of them are weeds, but
Yeah.
we don't have to cover those at all.
Yeah.
And tell us about Tinkermill, because am I right that that's where this all was started?
Well, actually, this was started really the initial idea probably 10 years ago, but the challenge always was, how do we go into production with this when the costs of molds are hundreds of thousands of dollars and doing all that? And so when we ran into Tinkermill, and for me, it was just 5 months ago. So instead of being able to make prototypes used to cost me a couple $1,000s, and then you'd put them together and something wouldn't be correct, and so you'd have to go back and do that. And so this spring, I went out, I found a machinist that was going to build a couple parts. He did build 3 little parts, and it was $150 for him, and that just doesn't work when you continue to do that. So we went to Tinkermill. They showed me how to operate a 3D printer. They showed me how to operate the laser. So all of our cloth is laser cut. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
They're, all those hems on them are lasered, so they melt the product, the material, so it doesn't fray. And I've gotten a lot of help there. And it's so inexpensive to be a member of Tinkermill.
How did you find out about Tinkermill? Because didn't you move here from Texas, did you say?
Yeah, and I had no idea what it was, but I have a next door neighbor, great guy, Dennis, and he said, have you ever thought about that? And I said, no, I had. I just immediately drove up there, and I walked through this place, and I said, sign me up, and I got help right away that afternoon. We made a piece that...
Don't they give you access pretty much 24 hours of the day also, so that you can, if you wake up in the middle of the night, which you seem like that kind of person, you can go down there at 2 in the morning and start working away.
You can. They do have a rule. You can't sleep there, but that would not be my issue, but I do. But they have so many things there. They have So for me, I need a 3D printer, I need a laser, I need a kiln, I need a pottery facility, I need sewing machines, I needed a wood shop, and all of that is there. And they have a machine shop there. And I needed the machine shop one time to make a little part. So it's just amazing that all that stuff is there. And
they have a 3D printer as well?
Well, they have several of them actually there.
Okay.
So you can just kind of mock up on your computer what the part is and print it off, and you can see if it's going to fit or not. If it doesn't, just redo it. If it does, great. You can make 20 of them.
Wow.
So yeah, it's phenomenal.
That's really great. What else can we tell our audience about the umbrellas? I just love the idea of saving your plants from the heat here, because as you've seen, we've had 100-degree weather here.
Right.
And you want your flowers to grow really well and produce.
Well, I like the fact that with this thing, instead of having that June and halfway through July before they kind of wilt away, I like that they keep on going till September. We even have a little shower curtain that goes around. It's a clear, transparent shower curtain. So in the fall, when temperatures get cold, you put it over it and it holds the heat in your flowers. So we have had the experience that in November still have blossoming annuals in our
I'm
pot.
curious, what
Yeah.
about vegetables? My
Well-
husband loves tomato plants, and if
Yeah.
he could get them into the fall, he would be very happy.
Yeah, I'll tell you the biggest thing that we have in the center of our umbrella, we have that tube, that watering tube.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And we sell that, we call it a wick stick.
Okay.
And so what you can do with that wick stick is just put it in the next to the tomato plant, right next to it. So it keeps on watering it. And I think with tomatoes, I think they kind of are through their season anyway, unless I don't know
Yeah.
how much I can help with that.
Oh,
But
okay.
we do have a beautiful tomato colored umbrella.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
a red colored
yeah,
umbrella.
we have some beautiful, and maybe we can put these up on there. We have beautiful turquoise, yellow, a green stripe that's beautiful. We have a gold stripe. You tell me if you don't. We have a turquoise and white stripe that's been popular. So we have several different colors, and they come with those beautiful finials on the top. And it's a fun thing for your garden.
Oh, I'm sure that it adds so much characteristics
Yeah,
to
yeah.
your gardens and the colors. So it actually brings out the color of the flowers from
It
the
does.
example that you showed me.
That's absolutely true. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. It does.
Yeah.
So
Pete and his wife have many colors for you to choose from,
right.
and many finials
Finials. Yep.
to choose from.
Yep.
And I'm sure you can tell everybody how they can reach you.
Right.
I'll get your phone number now and
Okay.
how you would like them to
Well, our
reach out to
website
you.
is sunflowershade, all one word.com, and go online there and pick a color. And also do this, if you want to leave a note on there, if you don't see the color you kind of are looking for, we're a young company just starting out, and we will accommodate the individual as much as we can. So, in fact, the video that you will see is a friend of us that owns a restaurant, and she wanted that particular yellow umbrella, so we made it for her. So,
That's perfect.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Pete, for coming and sharing this great new
Right.
business venture. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be eager to contact you and order their
Well, that'd
umbrella.
be great. We'd love to have you as a customer. So
That's great.
we can become friends.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.